So, I will be talking about this phenomenon that we don't really see anymore, kneeing during the anthem. Now, I was someone who's agnostic, I guess you could say, on this. I didn't really have a stance on it. But now, this arches into another thing. I'll make a video on the overarching issue, but as far as kneeling for the national anthem goes in a vacuum, this is, in my opinion, one of the most disgusting and sheepish. I don't. I think sheepish is a word that means something else, but when I say sheepish, I mean an act of being a sheep. Things I've ever seen. So this ties into the whole, well, America is racist, America is terrible, America is bad. You know, and it's a bit of a paradox because in other countries, if you disrespected their anthem in any way, it could be. You know, we usually put our hands on our heart for the anthem. The equivalent, let's say another country, a third world country, like most other countries are, that a lot of billions of people live in. Let's say they had a tradition of putting their hands on the hearts for the anthem. If someone didn't do that, they would get shot. Okay, that's how it is in a lot of countries. Don't think that's dystopian. That's reality. Okay, not in America, but in other countries, that's reality. So it's a bit paradoxical that you're protesting the country. Your protest is a shows that America isn't as bad as you say, as you're suggesting, because if you tried that in another country, you wouldn't be able to do it. Now, that aside, let's look at the issue at hand. I'm pretty sure it was Neon because, well, America's racist against black people or whatever. No, it's not. I would say the inverse, actually. I would say America is probably, at this point, I mean, with affirmative action ending and stuff like that, I think we're moving in the right direction, but America's probably more racist towards white people at this point. I know, I said it. And even if you think that's a bit extreme, I would definitely say it's not even. The minorities are getting special privileges. Now I'm saying that the best part about being a minority and having this opinion is that you can't just say I'm white because I don't have a drop of white in me. So you actually have to attack my view as opposed to just ad hominem your way out of this. Now, I'm not saying there's, of course, not racial events that happen. Racial events happen everywhere. But this kind of victim mentality stuff where you're just like, well, I'm this skin color, so, it's so unfair, I can't do anything. I'm this color. How could I ever be successful? And it's funny. He's effectively protesting racial inequality that suggests, well, if you're black, you can't do certain things, while he's in one of the most privileged positions you can be in, an NFL quarterback. And at this point, I'm pretty sure at the point this photo was taken, a backup quarterback, which if you ask any backup quarterback, it's the easiest job in NFL. You just do nothing, sit on the sideline. And I say that respecting backup quarterbacks. My favorite quarterback of all time is Nick Foles. So, listen, I like backups. All right, but you ask them, they're going to tell you it's an easy job, relatively speaking. Now, the other thing I want to talk about is all of the other people who knee as well. I don't think a lot of them even understand any of the issues at hand. You ask any of them to actually explain themselves. Just say, well, America's racist, F Donald Trump or whatever. Yeah, Barack Obama should have got another 4 years. They just don't know anything. They say that as if Barack Obama wasn't a terrible president and made race relations worse and did other stuff that I cannot say because it would get me striked. But I guess that's a short word on kneeling during national anthem. Now, I say this as a proud American. I am Brazilian, I am Nicaraguan, but I am American first. I was born here. I think this is the greatest country on earth. I'm very disappointed to see the direction it's going. And I think kneeling during the national anthem, this disrespect of the anthem, the flag, and whatnot. This flag and anthem that was really, it's interesting because the flag and anthem to me represents freedom, freedom from tyranny, which we're not falling into again. But the flag represented the independence we gained from the tyranny of Britain, or I may be using the wrong terminology there, but I know the basics of it. I know enough history to talk about it. Unlike a lot of these other people. I mean, you ask, well, what happened in 1776? They don't know. They don't know the 1776 movement. Nothing. They know nothing. Now, another thing I hear, should I save this for another video? Yeah, well, I think that's a good video topic for the future, but this is just a short word on kneeling during the anthem.